It's Wednesday, my dudes. Welcome back to Send Booze. Back with another episode of Send Booze. First of all, a massive thank you for your entries or your ghost stories. I love reading them. Make sure you keep doing it because we need to keep this trainer moving. Get our wheels are rolling. Let's get right. Oh, first of all, if you're new here and you're thinking, what on earth is Send Booze? Well, let me tell you. Send Booze is a show where I read out your ghost stories, give my opinion on them and stuff like that. So, let's get spooky, kids. Let's get spooky. Okay, first story. Let's go. Hi, love. So, my mum and two older sisters bought a kids' soft play centre 2 years ago last January. Before it was turned into a kids' play centre in 2008. It was a nightclub. My mum, who is super susceptible, I can't read apparently, to ghosts, and always believed that no ghost would hurt the living, would point blank refuse to go into the men's toilet or the upstairs party rooms alone at night. She hated the feeling of being there after dark. We were often there till the early hours of the morning because there were so many renovations to be done, and with being open 7 days a week, we could only do them after we were closed. Sound fair? One day, I left work early to go to a leaving party for my fiance's cousin who was moving to Australia. G'day. My sisters and mama stayed to close up and clean, and I left. On my way home, around 2 AM, I got a call from my mum asking if I could swing by and check everything was okay at the work, as the security alarm had been set off. They were really sensitive and it was really windy that night, so we were pretty sure that was all it could be. I was closer to work and always had my keys on me, so of course I said yes. My partner and I walked around the downstairs of the building and couldn't see anything. We go upstairs and every single window in the top party room is wide open. The whole right wall was windows that opened wide towards you. I rang my mum and she was sure they were closed when we left. Why would they be left open? We could have been broken into and this was our business. We closed all the windows and went back downstairs to do one last check before setting the alarm. We could hear a noise coming from the kitchen, so we both went to check, shitting our pants. And the large kitchen fan in the middle of the room was switched on. It wasn't on 10 minutes before though. It wasn't even plugged in before, but now it was plugged in and dragged to the middle of the room on the highest setting. We turned it off and left. Okay, first of all, at first I was like, oh, you know, it's probably just the wind, or it's probably just, you know, someone left the windows open, but now it's getting a bit creepy with the fan. But that's not all. We had two counters at work, one for the play centre, one for the cafe, that was at the opposite side of the building, ran through one kitchen but two separate entrances for the customers. Each counter had a bell for customers to ring when they arrived if there was no one there to take their order. Each one had a different sound, so you could tell which side needed assistance. Smart. I like it. Smart. The cafe bell was 2 long dings, and the play centre was a ding ding. Ding's a funny word, isn't it? I'm a child. We checked all the doors once more. This was about 3 AM now. I went to the security pad on the wall by the play centre entrance to reset the code on lock up. When we heard 2 long dings, something or someone had passed through had pressed the cafe bell counter. It was through 3 doors between us, and we're the only ones in the building. I don't want to say leave, but leave. We got the F out of there and went back to the car and rang the police. Obviously you would. 3 police cars turned up with a total of 6 officers. They checked the building and have one question. Why were all the windows in the upstairs party room all open? Oh, I don't like it. I like it. One more story. Jesus Louise. So, same play centre. This play centre is cursed. Get out of there. 3 months later, my mum and her sister, who lived over an hour away, went out for drinks one evening in the town near the play centre. They both had had too much to drink to drive home, so decided to sleep in the office at work. They were taking pictures together to remember the nights, as they didn't want to get to see each other often, when one of the foam-hanging boxing bags started flying from side to side out of nowhere. They tried to take a picture of it, but all it showed was a white flash of light. You got yourself a ghost! You got yourself a ghost! You got yourself a ghost! I took my brother into work the next morning to see how they were, and they told us the story. My little annoying brother was mocking the ghost and saying, "Come get me, ghosty. Why is this me? Why is this me?" whilst running through the play frame. A little while later, when no one had seen him, I went through the frame looking for him, and I found him crying. He asked me what hit him over the head and how long he'd been asleep. No one else was there, and someone had knocked him unconscious just after he was mocking something. I am never mocking a ghost again. Ghost, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't. I'm sorry. It was my bad. My bad. I'm sorry. McKenna, thank you so much for that. That was amazing. What a story. Okay, next story. Hi, Liv. When I was in primary school, the army, and my dad's a soldier, offered to pay for me to go to boarding school to tell me how to change school so regularly as we moved every 1.5 years. Okay. I find boarding schools either really cool or really creepy. Like creepy is like ghost kind of thing. So this is going to be a good story. I got packed off to this old Victorian house. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, no. In the countryside, which was a Catholic boarding school. I hated it in there, and the 12 other people I shared a room with, bunk beds, hated me. Oh my god. As a result, I'd often be up at night crying. Angel. We had the dormitory above the music classroom. I'd often hear some of the teachers messing around playing the piano downstairs in the small hours of the morning. The music was classical and quite creepy. I mentioned it to one teacher one day, and she said there couldn't have been anyone in there. She locked the room herself that evening, but that she would tell the other teachers not to use the room after we'd gone to bed. Fast forward a few weeks in, and it was still happening. I mentioned again to my highly religious teacher. To cut a long story short, they got one of the school priests in, had to exorcise the room as they found spirits in there. My also highly religious, no hate for Catholic, these girls just weren't very nice, classmates used to say I'd brought it upon the school by not believing in God, so I started to play pranks on them. One girl literally shat her pants one evening. 10 out of 10 would scare again. Moles, you legend! That is classic. That is class A stuff. Amazing. Okay, this is from Emma. Let's go. When I was in primary school, we had a really lovely dinner lady. She was a sweet, elderly woman who would always let you sneak an extra bit of pudding. Absolute boss ass bitch. One morning, I left my house to walk to school. I saw the dinner lady sitting on a wooden bench at the end of our road. I said hello and had a short conversation. I thought nothing of it until I happened to mention the exchange to a friend while we were in the cloakroom. My friend looked confused as she told me that the dinner lady had died a couple of days ago. Our teacher confirmed that the dinner lady, who I happened to have a casual conversation, was in fact dead. Oh my god! 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 That's wild. That's wild. It's the fact that you're having a conversation with someone who happens to be deceased. That's absolutely wild. Okay, next story. This is from Nikki. Hi Liv, love the stories. Here's Nick. When I was really young, I napped with my mum, and my older sister by 13 years was making a cake in the kitchen. A little girl walked in and startled her. My sister said to her, "Nicola, you scared me," as she believed it was to be me because it looked just like me. The girl walked into the front room, my sister followed, but when she went in there was no one there. She ran to my mum's room and I was still asleep on my bed with my mum in bed, and there was no other way out to the front room. My mum had been told before by a spiritualist medium that she had a miscarriage before I was conceived. Someone else said this as well. I'm sure someone else mentioned the story as well. That is wild. That's wild. And when I was older, my mum told me the story and I decided to name the little girl Abby. My mum passed away 15 years ago this year. Really sorry to hear that, Angel. And my dad has since remarried and she moved into my family home. One day my dad told her to tell me what she dreamt about one night. She said that she dreamt there was a little girl in the loft and who had told her we had forgotten her, and her name was what sounded like Abby. Oh my god, that's really sweet. I feel like it's like tearful. That's really sweet. Oh, thanks Nikki, that's an amazing story. Oh my god. Oh, don't get emotional, that's really sweet. Okay, I wanna get scared, not cry. This is send tears. This is send boos. Okay, this is from Miss Cat Astrophy. Clever. Hi Liv, hope you're well. I'm very well, thank you, Angel. This story is one my dad tells us very bloody often. I feel like everyone has a story their dad tells to death. Like he's beaten the dead horse of a story to death. My dad tells me a story. I'm like, Dad, this is an oldie but a goodie, isn't it? Makes me laugh. When he was a teen in the 70s, him and his best friend had a crush on the same girl. So when it came to her needing cat sitter for the evening, both my dad and his bestie jumped at the chance and hoped they'd get some lip action. Anyway, when they turned up to her house, they were greeted by her mum, who my dad said was a bit odd, but they thought nothing of it. As they walked in, they noticed loads of crosses hanging around the house and a piano in the front room. I don't want to be like that person, but okay, my granny was very religious, my dad's mum, and she'd have crosses and Marys everywhere. It used to scare me. It's very, very like, it just makes me feel uneasy. Maybe because if I walk into a church, I'll probably burn alive. I'm just saying. Fast forward later in the evening and both of them started to feel uncomfortable. My dad needed a toilet but didn't feel comfortable going on his own, so dragged his best mate with him. Whilst upstairs, they heard the piano keys. Trying to justify it, they thought it might be the cat, but then the piano started to play an actual song. As both of them got to the top of the stairs to try and leave through fear, at the bottom of the stairs the Hoover was moving back and forth. Both by this time were shitting a brick, legged it downstairs and tried to leave. My dad's friend managed to get out of the house first, and to my dad's dismay, his best friend slammed the door behind him, locking my dad indoors. Holding the door tight, see my dad's friend staring at my dad through the glass window with a horrible grin on his face. To this day, my dad swears blind he was being possessed, and he didn't look the same, and my dad, being shut in the house, was panicking. The piano started to play erratically. The only way my dad could get out of this house was to jump out one of the bedroom windows, and as he made it out of the bedroom, one of the crosses fell on the floor. Oh dear me. I don't mess with the religion or crosses or anything like that. The devil, not a bit of me. And to be fair, I'm probably going to hell because I think it's cooler. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, if Kurt Cobain's there, I want to go there. That would be pretty cool. What might be possessed. My dad jumped and unfortunately broke his ankle as he landed. The next week went by and my dad tried to talk to his mate about it, and his reply was, I don't remember leaving the house but somehow ended up at home. No. According to my dad, the girl told us that the cat ended up dying the next day. Oh my god! R.I.P. cat. But still, like, imagine you've cat sat this cat, had a horrible experience, and the cat goes and dies. What timing? No, rest in peace, cat. Okay, last one now. This is from Lauren. Hi Lauren. My nan died in October 2019. Really sorry to hear that, Angel. At her home, where I grew up for the first few years of my life. When she was alive, she used to always torment my granddad and drive him crazy. They were best friends and had been married over 50 years. Absolute relationship goals. Indeed. We love to see it. Anyway, in their living room was a marble fireplace. On the bottom of the fireplace was a pink ceramic cat ornament and a few plants. Next to the fireplace on the floor was a little brass table. On top of that table was an old-fashioned brass kettle from way back in the day. My nan loved brass ornaments and used to polish them often. Anyway, on this kettle there was a lid, and never ever has anyone been able to get the lid off the lid off this kettle, as the brass clean stuff had stuck together made it stuck together like glue. Next to that is a coffee table with Grandad's newspapers and books on top, and a photo frame of me, my husband and our baby. Adorable. One morning, when Grandad came upstairs, he looked at the fireplace, and this is what he saw. The pink cat was now on top of the brass table, the brass kettle was now on top of the fireplace, and the lid was off the kettle. The newspapers were under the coffee table, and the photo frame was on the floor, stood upright. This was only a couple of months ago, and it was 100% my nan. It sounds like it's a classic nan thing to do. She was very proud of her fireplace, and clearly wanted to play tricks on my granddad. He was very happy that now was still in the house. I've attached a photo of Grandad woke up to. Sadly, my granddad actually died yesterday. Oh my god, so they're back together now. I'm not crying. I'm not crying. Oh my god. I'm going to show the picture out of privacy, but jeez Louise, that's well wild. Lauren, thank you for your story. I'm so happy your Grandad and Grandma are back together again. But I'm really sorry for your lost, Angel. Thinking of you a lot. I think that is everything covered. Thanks so much for watching, Angels. Really hope you enjoyed this. Make sure if you have a story, send it to sendboosentry@gmail.com. Make sure you like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, deal that bell, and I'll see you very soon. Oh, make sure you subscribe as well. You forget to do that. Yeah, love you that. Bye. Stay spooky. Bye.